taking on the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Off the play fake. Here's May. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. May. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29.
To throw, it's May. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Packers at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Throwing here is May. Able to find his man, Kraft. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
8-yard line.
Here. Hey, what's up? Crazy.
A give up the middle to right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hey, question now. They may try to hit us up. Hey, kid, here goes it up.
May going to bat this one forward. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him down the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the Bears 10-yard line.
Crazy.
Looking to throw. May. Yeah, he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Angel,
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Where was that? Crazy. Hey, 5. Crazy.
They're going on 4th down. May. He'll try to do it himself. And he's got it. It's caught for Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try to defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a toss left side for Benson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them?
This under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. And he'll find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Looking to put a drive together.
Crazy. Crazy. Sorry about that.
To the air. May. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And they go play action with May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Wright. They'll get this down to the 38. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's May. Short throw. He's got Kraft. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the shotgun, it's May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here goes that. Great. Hey, what's that?
They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Crazy. Crazy. Here goes that.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The passing game's been running quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. This is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
He'll try to pick it up himself. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw forward with May. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think he said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them. But both teams practiced this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Fighting through, he's got space. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Throwing is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Play action. Now Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A pass complete to Odunze. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Going for it, here's Benson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On first down, they drop to throw. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And
it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
What's always interesting about situations like this is that in both locker rooms, both staffs were preaching a quick start. One of them actually got it done.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9.
Five. Crazy. What's that?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jalen Wright with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. On play action, here's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing here is May. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. And he'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get it inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Crazy. Hey, what's up?
Looking to throw, May. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson's 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
In the game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bears 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland, pushing his way through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
What is going on?
Working out of the gun, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What?
To throw once more, here's Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden from 6 yards away. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Bears 14. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 7.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is made. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Crazy. Hey, what's that?
To the air, May. And that's going to be incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Hey, what's that?
From the shotgun, May with it. That'll be caught right side by Reed. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's May. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go play action now. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there, the 1st down for Chicago. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly was told that you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nifty move. Down the sideline he goes. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jalen Wright with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. That's out to the flat for Swift. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Williams. Touchdown! Colston Loveland, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
22.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
All about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Wright's got it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's taken in by Kraft. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2.
They're going to back this one forward. Oh, great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Crazy.
On play action, May. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the to the 20. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Williams. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we'll take a break. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here we go, 1st and goal. One final shot, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.